What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video of Dragon's Universe Lost Dragon Ball. This is going to be my top 10 list of APT 14 characters right now in the game. Now we are going to start off with Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta at number 10. So basically summarized up, he increases lifesteal rate and increases damage for allied units in the first row, only if 4 souls are present. His ultimate attack drains damage reduction and damage rate by 15%, and his mini skill drains 200 rage. Obviously, I don't have more of him unlocked to see his divine domain, but that's just a quick summary right there. I do believe he's a little lackluster in being very conditional, needing those 4 souls to be present in order to increase the lifesteal rate and etc. and damage rate. So besides that, he is a decent defense type character. You could definitely pair him with the Super Saiyan Blue Goku, which is what I would do. But other than that, he is just a decent tank. Now going on to number 9, I do want to go and show off the defensive character Kale. Now Kale is also a defense type character. She increases ultimate damage resistance for herself by 10%, and then all of your allies get it if there are 2 or more SSS warriors on your team, which is really nice, which there most likely will be. Now she has an AoE attack unit. She recovers HP, she increases 20% defense and 20% damage reduction, and also 3 times damage if only 1 enemy is on the field. It is rare, but can definitely come in handy as an assist type character. Her mini skill can also stun. So right now she is on my list at number 9 as a character in your starting lineup. But if you have her as an assist type character, I would definitely say that she is the best assist character right now, hands down. That is just my opinion, just because that value of doing 3 times damage against 1 enemy is higher when there's less units on the field, obviously. So when she comes in with the deploy label, she's going to be doing more than likely 3 times damage because there's going to be less enemies on the field, thus giving her more of a chance to show that ability off. So that is why I have Kale ranked at number 9. Now going to number 8, I do want to go into Golden Cooler. He's an attack type unit. He has double skills that boost attack type percentage, which is pretty insane for an AoE character especially. He recovers rage well and for allies when his weapon is awakened. The more ultimate attacks, the higher the ultimate damage, so he's going to be a stacking attack. And he does extra damage to Saiyans, but he is kind of squishy, so he is going to have lower defense most likely, besides from his ultimate. But besides that, he is going to be a great attack type character to nuke with, but he does have low defense like I just said. But definitely a great attack type character to put on an evil team and to build around him as well. But that is why he is on my number 8 on this list. Now I can showcase his ultimate attack right here from an arena fight. He can do a lot of damage if a lot of his gear is awakened, and he's focused on with the links because he does have all attack links, which is very key. So his attack can honestly go through the roof. Now going on to number 7, we have Janemba. He's also an attack type character. He gets attack and defense plus 10% per ally death, so that could be 50% at most, which is pretty good. So definitely throw him in the back row, and he gets a slight heal from that. And he flourishes on an evil team, giving him anywhere between minimum 30 to 40% crit strength if you have a full evil team, which is going to help out his ultimate attacks, especially when he's dealing splash damage. He has a chance to stun, and like I said, deal splash damage, so that is going to be a great ability for him. And definitely would run him on an all-evil team. You can run him with Super Saiyan Shenron, Kid Buu, and a multitude of other characters they have in the game, Golden Cooler as well. So you could definitely have the Golden Cooler and Janemba in the back row, and that would be a great attack type setup. But yeah, so again, the splash damage on screen right here, and it converts into healing. So he heals, stacks attack and defense. Can't really say anything too bad, but definitely needs to flourish on an evil team. That's why he is number 7 on my list. Now moving on to number 6, we have Toppo, who is also an attack type character. He can stack up to 30% attack and defense with his passive skill. He heals and deals splash damage just like Janemba, so you could definitely pair them together. Toppo alone is just a hard-hitting unit. He deals more damage to units with lower HP with his skill and may reduce damage taken. So he's also a mini tank besides an overwhelming offensive force. So his passive skill, or his mini skill I should say, has more versatility when you pair him with Janemba, because he's going to be dealing more damage with units that have lower HP. So him and Janemba start doing splash damage to nearby units. Once they start attacking that unit with, his mini skill, he's going to be doing more damage. and he's going to be stacking that attack and defense. He can even reduce damage taken. He can increase his crit rate and his crit strength. So definitely a great attack type character. That is why he's number 6 on my list. He does have 2 attack links, which is really good, and also an HP link. So now moving on to number 5, we have one unit that is on my lineup. We're going to go with Broly. Broly is a tech type unit. He has attack all links for a tech type warrior, which is pretty rare and unique. He has big rage recovery, so he'll be doing his ultimate attack a lot. Let's see what else. For his ultimate, he can attack all and also reduce enemies' rage by 300 and a 15% chance to stun them all. So that right there just puts Broly at number 5 on my list. He can even seal a target with his skill. So that means they can't do their ultimate for, I believe, a round or 2, which is really good. The less ultimates your enemies do, the less damage you'll take. That means the more life your characters will have to then do another ultimate attack. He can also resurrect with a 30% chance, and I believe that is infinite. So say he dies, he can come back with a 30% chance, and then he can keep that happening. But yes, it is a 30% chance. But definitely, he is a beast. You can throw him in the back row, throw him in the front row. Very versatile just because he does have that resurrect ability. And also a great assist character as well. You can definitely throw him on your lineup, and he'll do even better on your team. So this is why I have Broly ranked at number 5. Definitely let me know in the comments below what you guys think so far. These are all my opinion, obviously. But moving on to number 4, we have the Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Now he is an attack type warrior. He reduces enemy defense by 25% and makes them unable to gain rage for 2 rounds, which is pretty substantial. So that means that's 2 potential rounds that your enemies won't be doing an ultimate attack. And his attack goes higher the more he attacks the same target, I believe up to 30%. He has a chance to stun. And with his mini skill, he can attack in a column. So having that chance to stun while attacking 2 enemies is a great ability. Also, he hits really hard. He heals a lot of HP, so he could definitely be his own little boss unit, if you could say. So definitely would run him. He's definitely one of the strongest APT-14 characters in the game. No doubt about that. His continuous impact wave, as you can just see, as I just explained, is very good. And yeah, you know, what's better than having a character that can deal a lot of damage and have a potential of stunning and reducing the chance of your opponents recovering rage. So honestly, this is why he is number 4. There is debate that he could be higher or lower. This is just my opinion as I could see right now. But yeah, that's pretty much where I have Goku ranked. And let's move on to number 3. So for number 3, I do have the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So let's see right here. You see his stats on screen. He is a defense type character. He has a high retaliation rate, which means he can deal damage back just by being hit, which is great. He recovers 6% HP per round, and that is also boosted to 12% if you run him with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He can stun and boost Super Saiyan 4 Goku's attack if Vegeta's mini skill stuns. So a little conditional, but definitely can pay off if it does work out. He reduces damage rate for a whole row. Actually, yeah, if I read that right, he can reduce damage rate for a whole row. So making your guys tank up more. He can recover more HP. So less damage he'll be taking overall. So now it is debate. You could put him at 3. You could put him at 4. But he does have to thrive with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I wouldn't advise running him without the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Because you're losing out on so much potential and what they could be. So that is just my opinion. If you're going to run one, you got to run the other. If you're just running the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta alone, you probably would bump him down the list of this top 10. But this is just my thoughts going into it. Now moving on to number 2, we have obviously the next one in line, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He gets a lifesteal boost for back row. So all the back row characters will be gaining a lot more health. Let's see what else. His mini skill lowers defense by 30%, which is a lot. And on top of his attack stats, he's going to be dealing a lot of damage. On top of that, he gets, like I said, a big attack bonus. His ultimate is where he shines. He reduces 20% damage rate for enemies in the same row. So again, lowering that damage rate. He increases his own damage rate by 30%. And then once again, something to note of with these Super Saiyan 4s, their fusion skill, meaning that if you run them both together, it's at 500% minimum damage for their ultimate attacks. That's honestly why he's my number 2, just because they work so well together. Their ultimate skill gets increased by like a minimum 100% damage. lowering defense, increasing his own attack and damage rate. This is why he is number 2 on my list. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so far. But if you can't already tell already, comment down below who you think is going to be number 1 on the list. So now coming in at number 1, he is a unit that we used for quite a while now. It is Jiren. So Jiren is my number 1 on this list. He can reduce direct damage taken. He heals a ton of HP when any warrior dies. So that could be ally, enemy, doesn't matter. He's healing HP back. So definitely want to put those HP moves on him. He deals 70% more damage to attack types, which is great. I believe that's his mini skill that does that. His ultimate drains 70% defense in total from a row average. And when he's the last warrior on the front row, he steals 70% from a single target and deals an extra 30% damage. Now, then also, which makes him a great defensive type character, is he has that offensive boost. When he's on the field for more than 3 rounds, he increases his attack by 45% and his rage recovery by 30%. So he's going to be doing a lot of ultimate attacks. You guys have seen multiple arena fights where my Jiren has able to take out 6 warriors with him just being on the field alone. So yes, a little biased, but from what I've seen of all the characters I've had that are APT 14, the one that can tank offensively and defensively and get me a win in the arena is Jiren. So he does have 2 HP links and attack links, but his abilities make up for that attack stat loss. So definitely this is why I have Jiren as number 1. Definitely let me know what you guys think of the list. Drop a comment down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm out. Later.